Two now. Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass held in by Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Holloway. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Look at the big man rumble. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Dragon 60.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Travion Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks had 3-9 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
18, Pioneer. 60 Eagles. 6 Warriors. 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Holloway fighting his way through contact. Still going. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 2nd down and 8.
Rack, come on, set. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70, let's go.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Henderson running straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. But if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And receiver complete. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Mykel Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Chop 60, chop 60. 60.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now back to throw. Caught on the slant. And he's going to be touched down short of the first. And it's fourth down coming up.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Up the middle they go. It's Holloway. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson now. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
DC, right?
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long. Jackson looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
18, 5, here we go. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Got it. Ready?
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Pep, 79 Broncos. Hut.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Back. Bronco 80. Steady.
Looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the
Nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a give right side. Holloway. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Quick, ready?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now, the way they're playing, doesn't say a whole.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
19 tight. Come on. Set. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on fourth down. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Seahawks force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay, coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Mustang 19. Tag. Hawk 19 Lions.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holloway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens open the lead up to 34-0. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Able to slither by. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nice, ready. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A gain of 6 yards.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it is caught. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season. For a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll try to do it himself. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give away credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19.
Now Ward. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Room here to run. How about this? Racing to the end zone. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well,
this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, they put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery. Moore. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ballgame.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
A little juke.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, here's Ward. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 41-yard line.
that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and 3.
Ready? Set go.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
A good pickup there of 22.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Ward.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Elijah Arroyo
From 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On third down, Holloway. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. To throw is Jackson. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First and goal at the board.
Jackson going to run.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jackson. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal? Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 56, Seahawks 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Ready?
On third down, Moses. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
70 Rangers. Let's go.
Going for it, here's Ward. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now it's Jackson. And will be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
And they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Come on.
From his own end zone, it's Ward. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Fielded at the 20.
It's a gain of 11.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Holloway. That's good for a gain of 6. And it will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Seahawks 13.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Wide open receiver complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 11.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Ward.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Come 19, Viking 18.
To throw is Ward. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3 and 10 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3 and 10 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things. Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting, you can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Cutting, man. Cutting, man. Watch how I move and mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for show, they tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money, I got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now, shorty says she feeling my Ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting, you can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks for me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate them, watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting, you can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time. It's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
That's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy barn trick me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ Hill, still trying to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a dime